If I at all seem kind of annoyed during this video, I've already filmed a tour of these two books. And what do I find when I go to edit them? All the footage is gone. So, I deleted it when transferring all my files onto my hard drive. Oops. That's fine. Just means I have to throw another sketchbook on with it. Welcome to this. I have made lots of sketchbook videos. We're tackling 3 today. Number 40, number 41, and number 42. A lot of these have nonsense in them. I use them for both notes, ideas, random doodles, anything. So there's gonna be like some school stuff, some personal stuff. Might even be like other people's stuff, but I really don't know. But either way, we'll just go to the first one. So the sketchbooks that I use, you can tell they're all the exact same. I forget what they're called, but I'll link them in the description. I get them on Amazon. They're my favorite ones. They have not failed me yet. They're some of the only sketchbooks which don't like fall apart on me, which is basically what I need. That and Artica. Artica is also good, but it's a little too big sometimes. This is number 40. So what do we got? So we got this sticker, which is mine. I only have a few of them left on my Ko-Fi. So if you wanna buy some art from me, please do. I do have ideas for more stickers and crochet stuff and prints coming up soon. Who else's stickers are on here? This one is Potato Lord. Turtle Soup. I forget her name. Lily Pad Illustrations. This is the sticker sheet that it came from. This one was from the Aquarium of Quebec and Royal BC Museum. Yeah. Other than that, I think these are all just like ones I've either been given or gotten on Amazon. So like I don't know the specific artists for, which is unfortunate. But got lots of Mothman and moths and other stuff. Opening page. I finished this in October. Oh my god. Why did this take so long to finish? July, August, September, October. So August, September. Like almost 3 months. I usually spend a month on a sketchbook, but here we are, I guess. So yeah, sketchbook 40. I started this during the summer, so I drew me and my personas on the beach having a campfire. I actually really like this drawing. I'd love to have it as like a sticker. At least these two, because I just think it's funny. Next page is just planning for all that. I had a slightly different idea, but it still was basically them at the beach. But they were just like chilling. Sketches for that, I guess. Like actually have to draw it. This is one of my original characters. She does not have a name, but she's pretty important in the story. She's not like the main character or anything. And then that's a self-portrait of me. Another main character from the same story. I don't officially have a name for her, but I think I'm gonna go with Nova. I don't know. Nova's... Nora would also work, but I kind of want to be like celestial. I don't know. This is one of my older OCs, Rosalie. I was thinking of the idea of changing her hairstyle to like something poofy, because this is how I usually draw it, which is like flatter, and I like it at all, but I'm like, she needs to stand out from the other characters, because she's kind of the OC in her story. The OC. The original, the main character in her story. So, poofy hair. And if you know anything about Rosalie, then you know that Rosa and her are basically the same character. They're not, but they kind of are. Rosa's her shadow. And so I'm like, well, I gotta change Rosa's hair. And Rosa's one of my favorite characters. And when I started drawing her with poofy hair, I loved her so much. I haven't drawn that much of her, actually, which is disappointing. But I still love her. These are just 1-minute anatomy sketches. I just do them to fill up space. Chikawa X Labubu Chibubu. Yeah, I drew these before I realized that they basically already exist. But you know what? It's fine. My idea was to like draw them and then sell them as keychains. I don't know. I should have mentioned that there's gonna be nudity a little bit of gore and not super family friendly stuff, but here you go. Here's the warning, I guess. V and I almost called him Dexter. What's his name? Damien. Vivian and Damien. They are siblings. I won't go into their backstory or anything, but I like drawing them occasionally. This was unfinished. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it. I like the idea. I don't like it. And then this is from a stackable water bottle thing, which I turned into where I keep like all of my alcohol markers, my who's. I'll insert a clip here. Ain't that cool? But yeah, it actually, I love it. I love it so much. They're not like hiding away anymore, which I'm very happy about. And I got them at the dollar store for $2.50 a pop. How many did I get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 10. I was testing out all of my alcohol markers to see if they were alive or not. And then I was trying to cover it up, and then I never finished it. This is a painting I was commissioned to do. I'll insert a photo here. This is all the way back at the planning stages. It was the guy with his cat on like this throne. It was a very Dungeons and Dragons DM thing. These are some older characters that I was revisiting just for fun. None of them have names, but it's like a totally different style. But this is one of my favorite drawings. It is of my male wife. I think it's really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And that is Estella, also from this story. Yeah, rainbow pencil, because I like drawing with rainbow pencil. Receipts and bookmarks and Lando Calrissian. Why? I don't know. That's a great car. Wow. Hot dogs, and then I think this is during the fair. So these were our wristbands. Oh, and then this is when I started my second year at art school, and sort of what I did for both of these sketchbooks. I took, like, time every day, like, in the morning, to do, like, a little self-portrait of myself. Not only to just, like, not get bored in class, but also to, like, warm up my wrist for, like, drawing and stuff. So, yeah, there's the very first self-portrait, back when I had longer hair. But then there is my OC with a little boo-boo of my boyfriend's, like, kind of persona that I forced him to have. It's based off of the Golden Labubu meme. And and then I'm like, what if I turn my OCs into the little Labubu things? Is it stupid? Yes. Do I still like the idea? Absolutely. I might actually do it. I'm still thinking about it. I know, like, the Labubu thing is over, but come on, it'd be funny. Second day of school, I drew a Walter White like that. I don't know why I drew him like that. But anyway, I drew him because technically in that class, which was a photography class, where I was literally, like, doing chemical stuff. This is just an example that I have by my desk for some reason. We would actually, like, make the prints ourselves. So we were basically doing chemistry, kind of. I'm kind of a chemist. Not actually, I'm not a chemist. I don't know the first thing about it. This was when I bought a bunch of stuff from St. Tufa. I got a lot of stuff from them. Another self-portrait, and then I drew a bunch of dumb-looking versions of me. And then Rosa, because I'm like, ooh, poofy hair. Yeah, and then stamps for some reason. I don't know where I got the stamps. What is that? I still want to draw that too. I never got into Deltarune, but I think one of my friends was into Deltarune. And I was thinking about it, and then I just started doodling them. Anyway, dinosaurs, way cooler than that. Even more dinosaurs and poofy hair, Rosalie. This is actually one of my favorite self-portraits of me from the beginning. This is when I started my animation class. I loved that class so much. It was so fun. I actually learned so much. That was the highest graded class I've ever been in. Like, I got an A-. I've never gotten an A in any of my college classes. It's crazy. I learned so much. I had so much fun. So, like, here's all, like, we had to learn Dragon Frame, which is what the animators of Coraline use for their stop motion, which I thought was really cool. I'm not the best animator. I definitely am more interested in like claymation or puppets rather than like drawing it, but for what's accessible to me is drawing it. I have 2 programs that I can use for animation. But yeah, there's me learning it. It took a while to learn. I'm still not 100% sure in it, and I don't get to use it anymore because I'm not in the class, but it's fine. Even more notes. Apple. Pigeon. I should really like this. I think I made them into bigger drawings for a class, and then I never ended up using them for that class because I misunderstood. Another self-portrait. Basically every page is self-portrait, but I basically drew every single day during the week, which is pretty good. I still already do that, but you know, it's fine. That's an actual flower that I put in there. This is me coming up with ideas. My last video, which was like a month ago that I posted, I did a self-portrait, and it took the entire semester to do, and so this is like me planning it. And it was fun. Yeah. Yeah, I was dying that day, apparently. But I wasn't dying the next day, so that's good. But I was tired. What was I actually writing? Oh, just more film stuff. Okay. Dragon frame, learning. This is... I made... For my final animation, I did a mermaid, which I've actually had the idea for a long, long time. And I would like to redo my animation because the animation I did was, and excuse my language, it was doggy doo-doo. Awful. I hated the finished product. But that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is. Did I glue pages together? How dare I? Purchase from Mitten Meat. I think Mitten Meat did that sticker. And that sticker. I really like them. That's a bird that like this weird bird that I saw in a gallery that I had to go to. And then there's that mermaid again. And then there's me with all my film equipment that I had to carry around. And then I got this idea of my male wife and I as the painting of The Kiss by Klimt. It's kind of my favorite painting. And then I liked the little outfits that I gave us, the bear and the moth. So I kept drawing that, and I was just having a grand time. Then self-portraits of my boyfriend. No, portraits of my boyfriend. Then this was my first animation that I ever did. This is a storyboard, at least. So, ain't that cool? It was just a little stick figure puppet. It was actually really fun to do. I'm really proud of it. I made all the sound effects myself. I'm debating on posting it, because I'm actually really proud of it. Yeah, that's all notes. This is all more note-taking, and then my wife, my male wife, who I love very, very much. Oh my god, there's so many notes. And then this is one of my characters, Lily. More notes, more portraits, more drawings of Rosa. I'm very one note. More dragon frame notes, more Rosa and Rosalie notes. That was a sticker of Anakin Skywalker that I had in my phone case and then faded, so I stuck it in here instead. This is where I go back into my obsession of the Acela and all the other characters. And then I drew over top of my notes because I didn't like it. Ideas. Full body armor for, what did I say what her name was? Nora? I don't know. There she is again. She's one of my favorites to draw. And then there's me. And then this was me sketching out ideas for that big painting. And then all the notes. A lot of these ideas went unused. I ended up not going with just things that I like in general. I just ended up using my characters. Which I actually like a lot better. But this is one of the first drafts of it. It was going to be a lot bigger, a lot more insane. I'm kind of glad that I didn't do this because I barely finished it on time. Working on it every day, too. More doodles of it, more notes on how to develop film. Me, that thing, that's a explosion, and a gas mask, and a thing where it had our film. It's all just school crap. Me, and then the characters, Max, Estella, Nova, I don't know. More of them, because I like drawing them. They're fun to draw. Boobs. Then I went into their backstory. Teehee. I won't say much about it. And then more Estella backstory that I ended up doodling. I forgot to draw her ears, and it always bothers me. I actually really like this sketch of me. Is this when I started? Yeah, when I started wearing the my classic jacket again, and I didn't have a yellow pen, so I would take my notepads, like my post-it notes, and then just cut out the shapes. I like it. Against expression. What? Oh, expressionism. More OCs, more ideas, more everything. Them and me and everything. Highlighter doodles with pen over top. They're just really random ones. I don't know. Circle things. And then there's me. A&W bag. And then this page I really like too. Yep. Anyway, yeah, I don't like this page overall. I don't like this page either. There's me painting. Oh, there's B, the redhead girl, and her brother Marco. I don't know. More of her. I just like drawing her. New OC. Crazy. What is this? Oh, notes on me critiquing someone. Oh, and then I started having a meltdown about people watching mine. Yeah, I don't know. Pen drawing. I did a very similar one to this in, I think, the sketchbook before, or a few books before, that I was really happy with, and I tried recreating it. But there's that character again. Her. I liked her, so I kept drawing her. And there's me. More animation, and then animation crit. More of these characters. A new one. Oh, this is based off of a challenge. That went away too. I want to do that one too. That was fun to do. I don't know. More Project 1 comp effects and visual. What does that even mean? Oh, this is from one of my films that most of this stuff never even happened. So don't worry about it. Animation. I was originally gonna animate one of my characters, like the little cat one, walking, and then my teacher's just like, maybe don't do that, and I said okay, so I didn't. That's just me. I like this head though. I don't like the rest of it, but I like that. Cell animation. I love cell animation. If I were to go into animation, it would either be a colorist for cell animation or a storyboarder, or I would go into the 3D animation, as in like clay animation or whatever. Yeah, I told my teacher I wanted to do a walk cycle, and he came up to me with books, and he said, look through these, there's walk cycle stuff. And so I was like figuring out how to do it, and I was taking all these notes, and I was just having a grand time. I actually learned quite a bit from that, so that's good. Pre-World War I. Okay, more OC stuff. And me. Why do I look like that? More OC stuff. I think this is just me going through the outfit ideas. More of them. And then, I'm sure I talk about this in the video that I did this in. I don't really remember why I did it. And then here's the end. What's in the back? What is this? What is this? Health and safety and healthful darkroom practices. What does that even mean? Then these are all of, this is the stick figure that I made for that animation. So you'd be walking around like, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, there's something else in there, but I'm not going to show you because it's personal. Alright, that's one. How long did that take? Almost half an hour to film. Great! Shall we go on to the next one? Let's see how long it takes. Probably another half hour. This is why I need to start filming sketchbooks one at a time instead of just putting it off and putting it off. And then I'm like, oh wait, I've done 3 more. So, Alright, who's on this one? This is also one of my stickers. You can't buy this though, it's me and my wife. This one is Saint Tufa. That's a candle company. That is Potato Lord. Beetlejuice. Potato Lord. Again. I love this skeleton. That's Turtle Soup again. And Mitten Meats. Yeah, so the theme of this one was kind of Halloween-y. I was gonna draw my OCs. You'll see all the planning. Yeah, I actually really like this concept. And I wasn't planning to. I just wanted to draw myself as a Jedi, and then I ended up making a Jedi costume for Halloween, and that was what I was for Halloween. I do like this idea, the werecat. That man is shirtless. Great. Great. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. More notes. So I'm just gonna keep moving on. There's that one angel character again. I don't like any of these hairstyles. I think I'm gonna go with the poofy one. I don't like that. More storyboards for film. More random crap that I've stuck in here. Paper Age. Paper Age is the brand of the sketchbooks. Wait, I made a pop-up. I don't know why, I just felt like it was my line animation crit. Then Rough Animator, which is one of the digital programs that we had to use, and you can buy it off of the App Store. This was for one of my short films that I had to do, and I ended up just like making it an excuse to draw things. So there's a boat, there's a tree. Like I actually went out and found these things and I drew them. More tree and more boat. I was at a marina. Oh, and then here's where I'm like, I gotta draw something else other than me. So I drew the behind of me instead. I actually really like this. And then a giant Estella in the back. And then the next page is Estella and Max in like fancy outfits. Ain't that fun? That's okay. Romance, ew, gross. Why do ew? Anyway, I don't know what that means. Me again from behind with my giant portfolio and backpack, and then a Canada Dry because I have a problem. Me again, and then another little film thing. I actually really like this one too. More notes. Manipulating images in the dark room. Oh yeah, that was boring. Rosa and her daughter. Whenever I listen to ABBA's Slipping Through My Fingers, I always think of Rosa and her daughter for some reason. So I drew that. Yeah, so there's that. Video. Yay. Me again. Film Crete. I don't know what any of that's about. That's terrifying. I don't like that. Mirrorless camera. I didn't use a mirrorless camera. Oh yeah, there's me during Halloween. Don't look at that. That's just embarrassing. This is the rough storyboard for that mermaid thing I was talking about. So there's that. Me again. I don't know what any of that means. Me trying to figure out the mermaid character. I really like this one. Okay, this lemonade. I love this lemonade so much. It's like one of my favorite fizzy drinks. More notes. What is this? What are you? Who are you? Wow, your legs. Oh, when your legs don't work like they used to before. Anyway. That's a drawing. Rough Animator Crypt. Crypt? Yup. That's cool. I like this. I like the texture too. This is an older character that I felt like redrawing. He is a cowboy grasshopper thing who rides a beetle instead of a horse. And I was having a lot of fun drawing him. And then this is one of the other characters. She's a Black Widow. She's also very cool. And then I realized that how I drew it didn't really feel like an actual grasshopper, so I tried to like lean it more towards a grasshopper. I really like this one. That's fun. There's that beetle. There's that guy. I don't know what to say about any of this. This is all just like stuff I stuck in here. Medium format film. I didn't do that either. So I don't know why I have notes on it. More close-up storyboards. Defining shape film. Oh, this was my idea for a different thing. Oh, there's one of the antagonists of the cowboy bugs story. He is a death's head moth, and I think he's really cool. I don't know what that is. Defining its shape. This was my original idea. My teacher said basically that it was shit. So I did something completely different. But I still used clay, so that's fun. I ended up making, well, you'll see it. These are just like the close-ups of the characters I wanted to do for that big painting, because I was working on it through the entire semester. A lot of these did make it in, but some of them didn't. This is all just business cards. Yay. More of the characters. Christmas time. I was really into Christmas when I turned November. I was really excited. So, there you go. There's that. Oh, here it is. So, for my final film, I made a stop motion of a little clay guy named Blobbert. He was pretty fun to make. I had a lot of fun, and my class seemed to like it. I also want to post it online, because I'm pretty happy with it. More rough animator storyboards. Even more. Little walk cycle. 1 minute anatomy again. Oh, here are some of the prints I made. These were just like tests. These guys. This was an idea for my final photography. I had little doodles to go with it. Ooh, I like this one. It was starting to get kind of cold and feel like almost winter. It still feels like winter. So I drew that and I really like it. This was my schedule. I did not have a journal at the time, like for like a day timer. So this is what you get. Me absolutely trying to figure out how to do it in here. More things that I've just stuck in here. This is, I don't know why I put this in here. This is just nice and thick. Opus, stickers, more storyboards for that animation, because I'm working on it forever. Last year, I think it was, I drew my characters as I have a sticker of it. I drew that, and I'm like, I want to redo it, but as a traditional thing with how I would draw them now. And I haven't yet. Me with the Weezer shirt and the jacket. This is before I cut my hair. I'm like, how do I want my hair look? So I'm like, drawing it, and I hate all of these. Go away. Cat sticker ideas. I like them, I think they're funny. Wintertime. Oh, persona outfit. She looks like Martha Mayhew. What is this? Me testing stuff and then people critiquing one of my things. None of this should be in here. I think I just wanted to finish this book up. Oh, here's a drawing I did, and then I took a photo of that drawing, and then I printed it, and then I stuck it in here. I'm so smart. Gay people. I have a lot of women loving women, so I drew them. This is when I got Abby and Draculaura. More of that planning for that drawing that I didn't do, and I want to do. There's more of that drawing that I didn't do. More storyboards. Oh my gosh. And then the rest of the days are just critique. Ooh, a fortune cookie. You are capable of building a thriving business venture. I wish that were true. That's my friend that I drew in class. Yep. Oh, and then there's the Grinch meal. Film critique, more of that. Animation critique. Business cards. And a portrait of my character. Is there anything back here? There is. Oh, it's just stickers. Why are these in here? They should be somewhere else. I didn't draw on this page, which is disappointing. I usually do. But whatever. That's fine. Yeah, that one's not as exciting. But finally, the final one. Would you believe that I finished another sketchbook already that I'm not filming for this video. Because it is 100% true. But that sketchbook is being used for a different video, and then I'll put out the sketchbook tour. Make sense? Sketchbook 42. We got Obie and Annie. We got Candle Company stuff. We got Mothman. We got Miku and Saint Tuna Miku. Tuna? Tufa. More Saint Tufa. Turtle Soup. I Heart Doug. Also from that Candle Company. And then just random stickers. Great. I never wrote the ending date on the outside. Preposterous. Hang on. When are you using a Sharpie? To February, was it 11th? 2026. Alright, back to this. Yeah, so this one took me a while. When I started it, I ended up not using it for like almost 2 to 3 weeks. Because I got busy with school. But here is the opening page. It is my characters and my personas, all in ugly sweaters. I really like this drawing, but I don't know why I did it on a different piece of paper. Because then I kind of weirdly blurred with everything. Whatever. This is all planning for it. More planning. This is my original idea. Didn't go with that, obviously. There it is. That was planning for a cardigan I made for someone this Christmas. Oh, you know why I didn't do it? Because I was making Christmas presents the entire time. December 21st. That's kind of when I started using this properly. Because I'm like, I'm done all my Christmas gifts. So, here you go. More rough anatomy. I went to an elf in concert. So, they have the movie playing, but the orchestra was playing the music for it, which was really fun. I attempted making a stamp of my logo. It's not very good. So this is all just testing. It is usable. Original character, Max, and other angel character. I don't know. These are older characters. There's that fun girl. Marco. Her. Viv. She doesn't have a name. Alien cat girl. And robot person. Cool. Christmas character. I'm sorry I didn't post this. I was really proud of it. But I did it on the 24th. Yeah, she's one of my Christmas OCs. My Christmas witch. I played games with people. You can barely see them. This is when I got even more hoo-hoo markers, because I kind of love them. Just a little bit. So I was drawing one of my characters. And even more of my characters. Also, these freaking Posca pens. I have a beef with Posca pens so bad. Because they suck. They work for the good first few days. And then they just start dragging every ounce of happiness out of me. They explode, they leak, they die, the tip's dead. Not happy, not liking them. So they're just in a box now, hiding away from the world because they don't deserve to see the light of day. Yeah, so there's that character again. Yeah, so on the 31st, I'm like, I should have goals, right? Artist goals. So here are all my goals. I was going to make a video out of it, and then I didn't. I posted the other video instead. Some of these I've already done. Maybe. There's that cat girl again. I really like this. She's kind of like this aquatic space cat thing. Cool. Me going through all my acrylic markers because I'm like, I gotta get rid of some of these. And as you can see, some of them are exploding indeed. Not happy about it. Marco again, and I think I used Markiplier as a reference body for these. I don't know, I thought it worked. 1 Minute Birds. I actually really like this parrot. I'd have that as a sticker. He looks like a medieval painting. Women Anatomy with the rainbow pencil. I actually spent more time on these. I didn't have a time limit or anything. That's scary. I don't like that. More Stella storyline stuff. Fish, I never finished it, which is sad. But it was also with acrylic markers. And you want to know why I didn't finish it? Because it was all leaky. Rude. Garfield. But then here's when I started going back to school. I'm in the classes again. Womp womp. Me coming up with ideas. More ideas. More. I had almost had to do welding. I got out of it though. So yeah. Oh my god. Sneak peek. I'm making a sculpture of a Stella. Not really surprising at this point. All the materials I need. Reference image. Ugh. That's McDonald's bag. I didn't draw anything on it. Okay. That's all my hoo-hoo markers and alcohol markers. Me just like deciding stuff. I had to write stuff for school. I don't know. Rainbow pencil stuff. I should really like this foot. And these flowers. Yeah, they're fun. Mothman. I do love me a good Mothman every once in a while. I really like this one. That'd be like a cute sticker or something. More of my OCs because I love them a little bit too much. And then had to draw this for class. There's my friend again. Ugh. More of this. I hate this page. I don't want to look at this. This is awful. Ew. Ew. Gross. Disgusting. I don't know what any of that is. More notes for my printmaking class. My screen printing. This is my original idea. I didn't go with that. I went something very different. You'll see in a bit. More ideas. This, I like the idea of it. Kind of don't love the execution. It's Nora, whatever her face is. Random crap. I don't know. I'm sticking a lot of stuff in these books, mostly because I don't know what to put in them. I'm lost. Oh, I had to do a mind map. I hate mind map. Bunch of random self portraits, I guess. I love shrimp. And then a self portrait with the rainbow pencil. It turned out pretty cool. So yeah, this is what I ended up going with for the silkscreen stuff. It is my boyfriend's cat. We call him Fat Boy because he's kind of fat. This is kind of what it ended up looking like. More like this. Or that. Basically any of these. And then more Fat Boy because yeah, he's fun to draw. Lonely Girl Studio, I got a bunch of stickers from her. I got this doodle from Potato Lord back in the day when I got all the stickers from them. And I just didn't have a place to put it, so I put it in here eventually. Acrylic painting, which is why this is in here, or a little stick. It is a galaxy. It's pretty cool. You can hear my voice start to go from talking so much. I don't know what any of this is. 1 minute cat sketches. I hate all of these. I don't like any of them. That is just scary. I have an issue with cats. Me and cats, like, don't get along when drawing. I love cats. Not when drawing them. Except Fat Boy. Fat Boy, he's fun to draw. This is... why is this even here? Fat Boy! This was... I was trying to come up with an idea for my final project in ceramics. Unfortunately, I did not go with the Fat Boy tea set. Chocolate. Yum. This was the mind map. More mind map stuff. Random swirls with highlighters. And then cyber sigillism. I love me some cyber sigillism. Even more cyber sigillism. And then this is notes for another class. We had to do a curation and stuff. I don't know. Garfield's. Most of these are... this is the only one with a reference. That too, technically. More cyber sigillism. Fun. Oh, this is Coco Tune. I got a tote bag from him. And I love it. Cool. Oh, here's the Fat Boy. So this is the final print, kind of what they look like. I would like to make prints of them. If people want prints and stickers of the Fat Boy, I am willing to make them. What is this? random crap. Oh, right, this is when I was like, I need to finish this book. I don't want to work in it anymore. So I just started sticking random brochure stuff in it. And this is very interesting. I like this page, though. I had to go to a bunch of galleries with a class. Me and my wife, we had a little... we went and saw the Iron Lung movie, and we had a little date, and it was fun. Art of play, what is this? Oh, this is notes on something I had to read. I didn't understand it very well. This... one of my new characters. I'm kind of in love with her. These are just like the first doodles of her ever. I love her so much. There's more of her. I kind of don't like these as much. I like that one. But I think, I like that one. The very first one's my favorite. That one also I really like. She's kind of like my Fallout inspired character. So like nuclear war and stuff. I don't know. Screen printing list that I had to do. And then ideas for my ceramics time. Yes, I was still going with many things. These are yarn things. The paper part. That was part of a soap bar. And then this. I don't want to talk about this. I made an entire Nausicaa costume. I went to Fan Expo in Vancouver and I did not wear it at all. And I filmed an entire video on it. And I was too scared to wear the costume. I just did not feel comfortable wearing it. So, kind of a waste of time. But you know what? I learned some stuff, which is good. More ideas, I guess. Oh, and then a bunch of Mothmans. Look at that. A bunch of Mothmans. Also for screen printing. Oh, and there's things back here. What do we got? What do we got? That's a postcard. I gotta put that somewhere else. Ugh. That's a photo of my male wife that I just kept in here. What is this? What are you? A worksheet for a class. Great. Really interesting. Really, really interesting. Alright, that's it. I'm done. That's it. I gotta rest my voice. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the entire thing, thank you. You're my favorites. Please subscribe. I know my upload schedule is kind of not good. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to, like, force myself to do it. But it's kind of hard with all the school stuff right now. But I do have videos that I have to do after this. Like, most of it is recorded. So I just have to edit it. Oh my gosh, my voice is gone. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. I already know what it is. See you next time. Sorry for forcing you to watch this for an hour. Like and subscribe or something. Bye!